Yes. Hello, this is Phil Chenevert with Why Do We Say That? Today, um, I'm going to talk about something called the word clue. I just recorded a video book. I'll take these off by the name of Sherlock Holmes. Yes. Uh, Not a book, one of his stories. It was called Silver Blaze. I record books for LibriVox and free books. Anybody can have them. I encourage everybody go to LibriVox, LibriVox.org, and find these thousands of books by Mark Twain and Jane Eyre and all the people that are in the public domain, and they're all free to listen to. Well, anyway, I recorded Sherlock Holmes, and of course, you know Sherlock. He watched and he looked and he picked up a clue, and he got a clue from here and a clue from there, and he put them together. Now, the word clue, which is what brought me to this, I said, I haven't talked about that yet. Where do we get the word clue? Okay. Um, this is an old word. Thousands, many thousands of years ago, in the Mediterranean, Eastern Mediterranean, the dominant civilization was Cretan, which is an island. And uh, this was even before the Greeks got so powerful. But anyway, they were very powerful. And in the city of Athens, in Attica, in Greece, there was a young man by the name of Theseus. He was the son of the king of Athens. At that time, Athens had kings. Um, Before they became that great democracy, yeah, they had kings. So Theseus was looking down at the street one day and he saw this sad parade because every 7 years, Crete, who had dominated Athens, made them pay a tribute of 7 maidens and 7 young men every 7 years. This was to make due for some insult that the king had made to them before. So they had to get 7 maidens and 7 youths, put them on a boat, and send them over to Crete. And those young people never came back, were never heard from again. Well, they knew what happened to them. They were killed, they were sacrificed. So, but Theseus saw this and he said, I'm tired of this uh, because they were being sacrificed to a monster by the king of Crete in a labyrinth, which I'll get to in a minute. So Theseus volunteered to be one of those. His father said, No, you're not going to do that. He said, Yes, I am. I can do it. I'm called to go over there and slay that monster. So he became one of the 7. Now, when they reached Crete and they were parading through the streets, um, the how can you put it? The 7 maidens and the 7 youths, uh, a girl saw them. Her name was Ariadne. She was the daughter of the king, which his name was Minos, or Minos, whatever you want to pronounce it. And she, of course, this young man, Theseus, was so handsome, she fell in love with him. And so she saw him and she went to him and said, Do you know what's going to happen to you? She says, Yes, we're going to go into that labyrinth there, and this monster, a minotaur, which is another story about why the king was cursed and had an offspring with the head of a bull and the body of a man. But this minotaur is going to kill y'all, kill all of us. And he said, Not me. I'm going to kill him. Yeah. She said, Well, you know, it's going to be hard. Not going to be easy. So she helped him. She gave him, oh, he said, and after you kill him, then you're going to have to die because you can't find your way out of the labyrinth. So she gave him a big ball of yarn. And she also gave him a knife, but that's what helped him. So this big ball of yarn, she said, tie this to the door before you go in and unroll it as you go in. And then, if you should succeed, follow it out. Now, a big ball of yarn in Greek, whatever, was called a clew. Clew. A clew. You see where this is going, don't you? A clew. So he did that. He went in. He managed to kill that minotaur, and he followed that ball of yarn out. Well, over the centuries, and like I said, we're going back on thousands of years, the word clue turned into CLUE, meaning something that gives you a way to solve a problem, a clue. So Theseus and Ariadne and the ball of yarn. The ball of yarn, by the way, is still called a clue. I think CLEW. If you look it up, I haven't looked it up, but so that's where the word clue comes from. Isn't that fascinating? I find it fascinating. I hope you enjoy this. This is Phil. I'll be back with a much shorter word, whenever I feel like it. Who knows what story? I just finished another story by Lovecraft. Horror. I'll do something about horror. Okay? Who knows?